Yep.
All right,
But
we just got
this is a league we're doing.
Wild's build approved, so all right, so here we are. We are doing the first game. This is actually the complete first match of the Corr Rad DBD League. This is team BussyLovers against Wildknight on the Legion. So on the Legion, they will be playing on Blood Lodge. And it looks like we'll be jumping into game as soon as the Survivor team is ready. So just to quickly go over the rules for anyone who's coming across this and doesn't know them, the Survivors have to all be playing different characters, so that's why you see them playing like Ace, Claudette, Nia, and Nancy. They can't double up on characters. The Survivors can also only take one of each item of rarity yellow or below with no add-ons. So we should be seeing a yellow toolbox, a yellow medkit, a yellow flashlight, and a firecracker. The Survivors are allowed to pick from any perk, but they're only allowed across the team one of each perk. And then the killer is allowed any perk, but they have to pick from a list of approved add-ons. So not every add-on is available on every killer. In this case, on the Legion, being one of the weaker killers in the game, he is allowed to take anything. All right, and here we go. So I'm going to be casting and scoring the match live, and it looks like the Survivors were correct in bringing an annotated blueprint, and the killer brought the torn blueprint. So we could see a battle for the hatch if things get tough near the end. Now, the Survivors will earn points for each generator that they complete, while the killer will earn points for each hook state that they're able to get. They get more points for first hook state on each Survivor, and then a little bit less for second hook state, and a little bit the same as a second hook state per kill. So let's just quickly look at the builds. It looks like Ace is running Lithe, Hyper-Focus, Stakeout built to last with his toolbox. Claudette running Lucky Break, Quick and Quiet, Lightweight, and Deliverance. Nia running Will Make It, Wake Up, Vigil, and Sprint Burst. And then Nancy running Dead Hard, Flip Flop, Power Struggle, and Tenacity. So let's get into game and see what the Survivors are doing. It looks like they are going to be stealthing it out at first. Everybody has spawned in, but is trying to be very sneaky on the top side of the Blood Lodge. So let's check out if the Legion is going to be able to locate anyone early. He is checking the corrupt side. Looks like he is going to potentially see... I think he saw Nia there, but maybe he missed it. We also see a Survivor heading down towards the main building side, which is where Wild is now making his way. Corrupt Intervention, a strong perk, but it is a bit weaker now, considering it only lasts for until the first down comes through. Also, one option is to, for the Survivors, is to stealth it out a little bit, but we know that two of them are going to be on that gen near the main building because of Discordance coming in. I didn't talk about the killer perks. The killer has chosen to run Scourge Hook, Pain Resonance, Corrupt Intervention, Thanatophobia, and Discordance. So should be getting a first hit here with Discordance, and there it is. Gets the hit and the min state onto Peter, and is going to be moving on to Ling Ling. Yeah, it looks like that is Ling Ling running as far as he can as the Claudette, holding the corner. Does a really good job of holding the corner, but this add-on does allow for the power to last forever, and it does. It looks like, with no other options, the power is going to be canceled onto Ling Ling. Does go ahead and give him the pallet. Now that the pallet is down, can the mind game be won? The mind game will be won, and Wild will be getting their first down of the match. Only a flashbang save could come through. It was on Peter, but it looks like not going to be trying it. Is instead going to be getting the first hook of the match onto Ling. Let's see what the other Survivors are up to after. I don't know if that was a Pain Resonance hook. It doesn't look like it is. Peter's on a gen, Justice is on main, and Talon is on main as well. So they are pumping away on the main building generator, but the Discordance is going to give away their position, and Wild makes his way downtown. Unfortunate that there was no Scourge Hook to be coming through. It looks like the ace is going to be leaping through this window. The Legion going to be leaping after. Live coming through, though. Makes a lot of distance over to this jungle gym. And is going to be able to cancel the power with the pallet drop. A very good job by Justice. And is going to go ahead and get him to break that pallet. Looks like the survivors have retrieved Ling off the hook and gotten the heal. That was probably will make it coming through. The kick on the generator is going to happen, but now is Ace going to be located? It looks like he is going to be seen moving away. And Wild goes on the hunt again. Let's take a look. Survivors are healing each other up to get rid of Thanatophobia. Justice camping there by the generator. That Talon is also working. Let's see. Wild is able to locate Ling again. Gets a discordance notification. Not going to answer it this time, though. And it looks like Ling is going to be on the chopping block for a second time. Although, maybe not. Might have heard something to the left, or thought he heard something. Not coming through, though. Oh, there it is! Peter gets spotted, takes the M1, drops the Shack pallet to cancel the power, though. But will, unfortunately, be going down to the mind game. The first generator will pop, but it looks like, unless a flashlight save comes through, that Peter is going to be going onto the hook. And indeed, he is. Is this a Scourge hook? Let's listen for the scream. I don't think I heard a scream, so I don't know if that was a Scourge hook, but that is the second stage secured for Wild. Let's see what the survivors are up to. Peter, of course, on the hook. Justice finishing, pumping through that last gen. Talon on another gen, and Ling setting up for the save. Unfortunate that Deliverance isn't going to give them any value this game. But there is the second gen pop. Goes up onto the hill to get a little bit of scouting, a little bit of information as well. Starts traveling back to the hook. The unhook didn't come through just yet, so that makes me think that Ling might have diverted off towards a gen or is just immersed somewhere. Actually, I think I just saw him in that tile, but unfortunately Wild did not. And there it is. The unhook is going to come through. I don't think this was the BT survivor, so it could be... Peter could be at risk of going down again immediately if he is spotted, and he is spotted, but ignored instead. Trolling back towards the middle here. Justice was putting some pressure onto that middle gen, and it looks like it is going to be Justice's turn to be chased once more on the ace here. The mind game comes through. The mind game is won, but gets stuck on the car a little bit, and the lithe, the lithe is still going to give him a lot of distance. Here comes the Legion, moving super slow with this yellow add-on, but probably going to be able to catch. Let's see. Yeah, gets the swing at the pallet and just barely able to catch. Justice is going to start his Mind immediately, which could lead to some danger. Yeah, Legion's going to come through. Going to get stabbed again, but unfortunately that's not going to be any down coming through. Now, while he breaks Shack Pallet, let's take a look what the other survivors are up to. They look like they have a 99 gen over on the corner. And trying to get back on the Shack gen as well, but Wild is all over it. There's the pallet going down, using the resources very, just to be very safe. Not giving up an inch. And here it is. Ling is going to be in chase once more. Here comes the stab. There it is. Sees 2 heartbeats, so gonna peel off that chase and try to get some Thanatophobia value. Actually, doubles back. An interesting decision to double back considering no heartbeat on this side. Looks like probably playing this 3-gen on this side a little bit. Sees the scratch marks of the ace, who is currently fully healed. Yeah, playing this 3-gen hard right now might be tipping... Might be giving a little bit too much of a tip of the hat, though, by not chasing at all. We'll have to see. Oh, I can hear the injured Claudette in this area. I think Wild did as well. Or maybe not. I want to take a look. Let's see. I'm pretty sure Claudette was in that area. Yeah, there's the Claudette moving back towards Shack. He is going to run into Ace again as well. Moves through the Shack. Is going to get a first hit. Let's see where the other hits are going to come through. Going to be chasing... Looks like Ling. No, doubles back again. is going to find the ace over here, doing a little mending. And what is Justice going to be able to do? Drops the pallet. Is he going to fall victim to the mind games? It looks like so far, no. Doing a little nodding. Trying to get Justice to move, but he is just holding that patiently. Let's see if he has anything to run to, though. It doesn't look like there's much to run to here. There is the third generator of the match popping, though, and that is going to be Justice going down for the first time. He is going to be hooked in the 3-gen now, so some danger might be approaching for the Survivor team. I still don't hear anyone screaming, so I can't tell if that's a Scourge hook or not. Now, Wild knows that there's 2 survivors over here. If it is Ling and someone else, then Ling will be in a lot of danger. But that generator is thumping away. Gets the hit onto Peter. Is going to start moving back towards the hook now with that information. Could potentially get a 4-stack Thanatophobia here for the first time as well. Yeah, it looks like that is going to be Talon doing the unhook. Talon going to be taking a hit. Ace going to be taking a hit, but the Claudette is nowhere to be found. So unfortunately, no 4th hit down on the power, but does have everyone injured. Thanatophobia now at maximum value. Does hear the Ace. Also hears someone injured over here. Not finding them yet, though. There it is. It is Peter, and unfortunately, Peter is going to be located at this generator that they have very far progressed. Is Ling around for a potential save? No, not close enough. So that is going to be Peter going onto the hook for the second time. And Wildknight now patrolling this top of the Blood Lodge very, very hard. Trying to keep everyone injured for Thanatophobia value, but Talon was the medkit user, I believe, so was able to get himself healed. Is actually venturing out a little bit. Okay, no, decides to turn back and is going to find Justice, who probably doesn't have any resources here. We know this pallet has been dropped. Fakes the window, but still goes down. Is he going to decide to hook him now? Yes, he is. Justice is going to be picked up. Justice is going to be taking to that same hook that was just used. And so there is yet another hook. And the regression is coming through. It looks like the survivors are healing on the other side of the map right now, rather than finishing the generators over there. It looks like Wild started to chase Ling, but knows that this 3-gen is his best chance. There's the first hit onto Justice. Is going to try to do a little body blocking, but the collision from Legion was ignored there. Is currently committing out of the 3-gen a little bit. Able to get 3 hits, but no heartbeat. Ling has been absolutely doing a great job of hiding in this situation. And now taking a chase towards the shack is going to be problematic. Looks like the decision to chase Justice and go for this kill has been made. Oh, and there it is. The Lithe was procced, but it wasn't enough. The Bloodlust is enough to get the hit, and that is going to be the first kill of the match, going on to Justice. Unfortunately, it doesn't sound like this generator is far enough along. And that is Justice getting hooked for the third and final time. Discordance goes off, and so once again, Wild knows that this generator can be the focus. It is thumping along, though, and they might just be making the decision to hold it, and that was the Dead Hard user, but unfortunately, the Dead Hard user is now on the ground, bleeding out, and Peter is off to the races. Does find himself a pallet, goes ahead and throws it down. Sends the vault. Vault's back as well, though. Is going to get zoned to the outside of the map, and there it is. There is the 5th and final generator of the game being procced. So they did have 199, and it looks like Peter is going to be getting chased. Tries to swing back into Wild, and then does get picked. Let's see what the other survivors are up to. It looks like Talon is crawling. Gonna maybe get some flip-flop power struggle value. Ling is on the gate. And so that is going to be a kill onto Justice and a kill onto Peter. But Talon has not been hooked, and he has the build. to stay slugged and be okay. Looks like Wild is searching, so as Wild searches, let's take a look. Talon has found a nice juicy pallet to camp. And Ling Ling in the exit gate, ready for the escape. So it looks like what they're counting on right now is that this build will come through and they'll get the stun on the pallet. But what they might need to do is actually have Talon crawl towards the exit gate and not stay under the pallet. His bleed out timer is at about half right now. It's a tough situation because they would rather get the 2 out, especially with Talon having never been hooked, but they don't know where the Legion is patrolling right now. In fact, with Tenacity, is there a world where they... Oh, wait, oh yeah, there is Tenacity. There is Tenacity. Could they crawl to a closer pallet? Looks like the decision has been made for Ling to just get out. And so the escape has been made. The hatch has been found, and the hatch will be closed here. So what is the calculation? What is the decision? Oh, the decision to stay under the pallet might actually be rewarded if Wild is able to find Survivor. Oh, it looks like he's moving closer. I didn't hear anything, though. Oh, the crows have been activated. The first crow is active. This is an interesting situation. If the pickup comes through, this could be the big brain play that is needed for the escape. Oh, a crow has been spotted. Oh, maybe not, though. Maybe not. Maybe the crow wasn't spotted just yet. Once there are 2 crows, there will be notifications coming through. Wild is furiously searching. Gets the crow notification. I wonder if that will tip them off at all that something suspicious is going on here. There's the 3 crows. And here it is. Here's the pickup. Maybe. There it is. There's the pickup. And there is the power struggle. The power struggle comes through, but is it going to be enough? Can Nancy get to the door with that distance? It's going to be close. Nancy taking that straight line to the door, but not looking back for the dead hard. The dead hard may be necessary here. No, not quite, and Talon will escape with 0 hooks. A well-designed escape as well. A very interesting play there, camping the pallet with the power struggle and the flip-flop. Getting that off. You can't envision it better when you pick those perks. My own GG well played has been swallowed by time, but that's okay. Hopefully they're getting it, even if it's not sitting on my end. A really good job by both teams. So now I'm going to end the recording and go ahead and calculate the points.